I'm here today with John Edson, right?
Yep.
From Lunar Design at Sustainable Brands '08. And John works as a product designer and product brand strategist. John, let me know a little bit more about Lunar Design and what they do.
Sure. Lunar is, we're based in San Francisco. We've got offices around the world in Munich and in Hong Kong. And we've been around for, well, we start our 25th anniversary in November, so we're planning a year-long celebration of being around that long. And we're one of the leading design firms in the world. We create the products that you use every day. And because we're based in Silicon Valley, most of our work is in the consumer technology area. So clients have been Hewlett-Packard and Apple over the years, Cisco, Motorola, and others. But we also have a large part of our work is in the development of medical devices and other tech equipment. And then we've got other low-tech stuff that we're doing that's very exciting. We designed the Oral-B cross-action toothbrush, which is the first. It's been famed as it's the first $5 manual toothbrush, but it was developed out of our skills of creating products that resonate with people. And that's one of the things that we see our design creativity really. That's one of the areas that really makes a difference, and that's what we're really all about. And one of the reasons we're here at Sustainable Brands '08 is that we're at our core. We talk about making a difference with creativity, and a lot of times that has to do with commercial goals. But for us, at our core and in our purpose statement, we want to use our creativity to make a difference for people, society, and the environment. And that's been in our mission statement for many, many years, and we're starting to be held accountable for that. And there's a lot of momentum here and a lot to learn here. So that's kind of our frontier now, is figuring out how we can help our clients create strategies around their products that are going to kind of carry them forward into the future in a way that is sustainable, both from the environmental impact and the social impact.
How about from materials-wise? Because sometimes, obviously, the companies won't know what the latest materials are out there in comparison to other ones, in plastics, bioplastics, and I mean, I would think that would be like a very important aspect of your advising to them, since this is you guys are on top of all this.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. We kind of look at it in two ways. And if you want to reference our podcast, we've got a great presentation of a framework that we think about. There's kind of the classic. The first way that the sustainability shows up, or I should say environmental impact shows up, is in the material domain. And that's how can we make more money, more products, more consumer experiences, more advertising with less impact, with less materials, with materials that are going to that aren't going to cause pollution and be around with us and destroy the environment. But there's a flip side to that. So the first part is, to answer your question, we've got to know more about materials and about what are the sources of these materials and what happens to them, in the afterlife. But then there's the other flip side that I was talking about in the strategy, is figuring out how we can create more enjoyment out of life with less of stuff, right? If you look at Maslow's hierarchy of needs, once you move up the pyramid, we start to get into personal actualization as a real satisfactory, or where we get satisfaction out of life and where we get real happiness. So yeah, it's a full spectrum of how do we deal with the human animal and the need for progress and the need for more, and how do we also meet those needs with materials that are going to be better for the environment.
So where do we find you on the web and your podcast and so on?
So my podcast is called Iconocast, and it's got 2 hyphens in it, icon-o-cast, and that's just at iconocast.com, or you can go to my company's website, which is lunar.com, and find us there under perspectives. And there's also a blog that we're starting to fill up with that content.
Great. Thanks, John. Great meeting you.